Good afternoon, everyone. What's going on? Another afternoon streaming. I mean, another. That's the first in a while, actually. So, but what's surprising is that I'm working on Saturn 2 days in a row. This is the surprising part. So when I was in a mood, I was like, yeah, maybe I should take advantage of it. So here I am. Anyway, let's start. Everything looks good. Stream is working. Microphone is working. Okay. Good. We were working on this last time, and I guess the kind of question I was asking myself yesterday was, is this actually good size for, you know, to play the game? And I guess the best way to tell would be, well, is to test it. Yeah, so that's the idea. But before doing that, I want to do something else. I want to set the whatever that's called. Where is the inspector? I cannot see. Okay, somehow it was closed. Is to set this back to 72, because after all, I thought it's always better to not assume, well, what type of screen people have. So I'm gonna save it and commit. Set auto size option size to 72. Great. And now I think that I want to kind of eyeball it. Go full screen and see how that looks. So let's do that. I also want to check if you should be able to see it, but that's not what I meant with full screen. Low res, I really want to see it. What about 4K? Right, this is fine, but this is way too big. I mean, it's proportional completely wrong. So what I want to do is fix proportions. That means this is way too big and doesn't need to be that big. So you're 25. I'm sorry, that's too big. Probably still too big. For HD. We try this first, okay? And let's see if the size is fine. That's way better. Yeah, that's a lot better. I will save it because you never know. Fix title space duration. Good. Now I actually want to have the divider. I mean, that was the point, right? Of the divider. What's the name of it? This. Well, that's not. I'm really making a mistake. Okay. So what I want to do is do the same as here. But should I? I mean, I don't need to do anything complicated, to be honest. Why is it like that? I don't know. So I guess we'll just copy it over divider and take this and set this to um 0.1. 0.1 is too big. Yeah, too big. Too small. Thing is, why is it stretching it like this? That's what I'm wondering, because I don't want it to be stretched. Not what I want. Yeah, that's why. That's why I have to nest them. So we do the same as here. We have a vertical layout group. Maybe something, whatever. So vertical layout group. Today I discovered that there is a UI toolkit for Unity since 2023. You never stop learning, but not sure if I want to use that in my project, to be honest. Anyway, I don't want this to... I just want this to take the space that's needed. Not sure why it's that way, but I mean, I can just do this, right? Supposedly. But actually not really. I actually don't want this. The size looks good now, doesn't it? Oh, this is the game view, okay. Is this doing what I want? No. Well, first of all, I need seriously, why do I need to do this? I already forgot why I tried to have the divider directly in here. Because I don't want that to be stretched, that's why. I mean, this is not stretched at all. It's not stretched because I don't have flexible height, yeah. What about padding? But if I want padding, I need... Yeah. I need what I was doing earlier, so... So I cannot see... I mean, do I want padding? I mean, I don't. I think it looked good, so... Didn't it? Okay, I'm not sure. Right. think it's time for me to remove those helpers. Right. I don't know, maybe using CSS would have been more intuitive. Maybe. But actually, what's useful, I need to think, do I really want this transparent question mark? You know, the background. I don't know. I don't think I have readability issues right now. But what's for sure is that it behaves like I expect it to. So let's remove this, by the way. I don't need this. So let's doing it like that. Proportionally, not sure. Is it good size? I need to make sure that it's good now. Yeah, this text is needs a little bit of padding. Wait, this is a layout element. That's not the result I wanted. Wait a second. So it takes 0.05. Good. Good. What about padding? If I want padding, I need this. We said 10, 10, 10, and 10 should be fine. And stretch it completely. Okay, that makes no sense. But it doesn't make sense is let's make it like this, bigger size. So this really doesn't make a difference. At the same time I want padding, so I add that padding, but now I want this to take the entire space. Right? Not sure why this behavior is weird. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but this is not respecting the space I've given into it. Preferred width. I'm telling it to take all the space that's needed. Okay. Something is going on, so let's do this. Can I do this? Nope. So the thing is, this is a minimum size. I think this is the problem. This is why it's taking all that space. Wait, I can set margins? Oh, I can set margins. No, proportions are still not good. Why is it broken? I cannot. This is not 1%, but it's not 1% because there's text inside. So let's just do this. Yes, that's why. How do I fix this question mark? Maybe. Sorry, but how did it work? before it was behaving well. Let's roll back. Shit, I get a divider. Forgot to. This shouldn't be here. Forgot to commit my work for the divider. Whatever. Well, hopefully it doesn't take the same amount of time. Okay. And I set, oh, I can set the spacing between them. Yeah, that works better. So for the first well, let's work on things one by one. The size of this is fine. Okay. And now I don't think I need this much space, so can I just take as much space as I need? Or was it 62? 20? Hmm. 0.05. No, too small. Probably. Oh yeah, that's why. I don't want to control the child size. Maybe I should convert myself to a UI toolkit. To avoid all this fiddling, oh my god. I may have to. Come on, Mario. I need to do this once. Wait, why don't I? Since I have padding. Exactly this. Why don't I do this? The container, yes. Oh, I was changing the wrong thing. My bad. Let's save it as a checkpoint. Because all in all, it looks cool enough. And maybe I don't think it can get any better than this, to be honest. I think that the size is appropriate. Before doing that, I want to see if it's good enough to see it full screen. I think the proportions are fine, yeah. Maybe just a little bit more down here. Good enough. Was I started working on the cutscene and I ended up working on the whatever it's called. Started working on the cutscene system to skip, and now I'm working on the dialogue. But I think it makes sense because one is part of the other, so good. Now what? Just thinking. So I should redo the cutscene? I think. No, I shouldn't. I mean, the way I'm doing it should change. Yeah. So let's do this. All right. Let's see how this works. How this works out. Don't know what the vision track is. What I know is that this should start disabled. Can I create playable track? So we have a dialogue, do we? Okay, I don't know how to do what I want to do. That's the problem. Well, let's say I want to activate this here after half a second. We need an animator. Start. Really? Okay, well. Yeah, I know it's disabled, but isn't it a point? Okay. Unity 6. How to activate game object in the timeline. Ah, okay, I see. I need an activation track to do what I want to do. Okay. Does that work? Hmm. Now what I want is change this text to ABC. And here I can do change text again. Okay, it's suddenly not working. I think I know why. Maybe I need to do it this way. And then I go here and do this. No? This doesn't have an animator. Oh yes, it does. But this doesn't. Oh. Animate the text directly with animation track, simplest no code. Enter record mode. Move the head to where you want the change. In the inspector, edit the text field. Hmm. Fortunately, no, I cannot do this. Hmm. Hmm. Like floats, okay, well, Unity. I'm doing a quick research. Unity, come on! Are you fucking serious? Do I need to do this? Apparently this is not supported. God. Okay. So today I was watching a video about this. That showed me how to have like a text track in here. Yeah, that's I mean, fine. I can animate everything except the text. It's ridiculous. Come on. Yeah, as I said, I was watching a video. Let me quickly pick it up. Thankfully, I saved it. Shit, just a second. Need to go out. Pay attention. Punto una sveglia alle 16:18 meno 30 minuti.
Non posso usare Google Workspace perché le impostazioni...
Non importa, non ti serve per una sveglia.
Ricevuto. Se hai bisogno di calcolare l'orario, 30 minuti prima delle 16:10.
Punto una sveglia alle 15:48.
Ho impostato la sveglia per le 15:48.
Okay. Just to be sure. I need to go out later. Yeah. What I was doing is the video. Yes, the video. This video, to be specific. For which I don't have any headphones, just a couple. In a second. Bro, I'm so pissed off. I'm so fucking pissed off about this. Like Unity, why do I need to do this? Why do I need to do this manually? Fuck's sake. So, I quickly show you what I mean. What I mean with this. Right. Yeah, what I want to do is this.
Now, there's obviously a lot more things you can do with Timeline, and more ways you could use the custom playables in your project. But I know that subtitles are something that go hand in hand with cinematic sequences. Now, if we head back into Unity and look at our timeline, when a clip isn't active, our text is successfully hidden. We just need to go through and build out the rest of the subtitles for our sequence. Now, there's obviously a lot more things you can do with Timeline, and more ways you could use the custom playables in your project. But I know that subtitles are something that go hand in hand with cinematic sequences, so I figured it would be useful to make a video showcasing how to approach it. We're scratching the surface at some of the ways we can extend Timeline, so I've posted a few links below to some resources that go over playable behaviors in a bit more detail. It's also worth mentioning that in 2019.1, Unity added timeline signals and emitters as an alternative way to extend Timeline by interacting with code through Unity events. It's well worth taking a look at if you just want to send some messages and events around, so there's a link below for that too. And that's it from me. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think. Also,
Okay, is there any down loop? No.
plays. And while we won't be able to drag just any component into the window, today we're going to learn how we can extend Timeline to allow us to edit and change settings on any component in our project through a feature known as custom playables. So I've set up a little opening sequence to a game here using Timeline, and it has everything you may expect from a traditional sequence. Some animation tracks, animation clips, and some audio. Let's take a quick look at the scene in action.
Ah, you're finally awake. So you seem to be stuck in an escape pod. I have no idea how you managed to get stuck in there. But let me see if I can get you out. Oh, looks like I've accidentally triggered the emergency jettison. Well, that's not good, is it? Hold on, I think I've got it under control. There, that should do it. Hello.
You might have noticed in this scene, I've actually switched up the light color a number of times, but I'm not controlling this with an animation track. In fact, I've actually created a custom track in Timeline that accepts a light and allows me to create clips that can control the light. As you can see, as the timeline plays, the light changes color based on whatever color is
A light clip event.
set on the clip. This is an entirely custom addition to Timeline using the custom playables framework.
Just wondering where the pointer is. Oh, it's an event. Okay.
Something I'd love to add to this is subtitles. I think it'd be great to have a track in the timeline that lets me create clips and define text to show as a subtitle. So let's take a look at how we can go about creating that with custom playables. Extending the timeline requires us to create 4 main scripts. A track asset script to control logic for creating a track, a playable asset script to allow us to create clips on the track, a playable behavior script to allow us to define behavior logic when timeline reaches the clip, and another playable behavior script, a track mixer to control how our clips blend between one another. Let's start by
Okay, maybe it's not so bad. I can just use an event system. Yeah, now I'm realizing.
creating
Yeah.
a script to allow us to add a track for us.
It would be possible to do backward compatibility. Okay, let's watch it.
In here, let's extend from the track asset class and set the track binding type to text message.
The first question is, how the heck do I... So the pointer...
To create 4 main scripts. A track asset script to control logic for creating a track, a playable asset script to allow us to create clips on the track, a playable behavior script to allow us to define behavior logic when timeline reaches the clip, and another playable behavior script, a track mixer to control how our clips blend between one another. Let's start by creating a script to allow us to add a track for our subtitles.
Okay, if you guys don't mind, I need this in the other screen, otherwise it will be difficult. But you will see me going along, so it's okay. Let's delete this and this.
In here, let's extend from the track asset class and set the track binding type to TextMesh Pro. And like that, we can create a subtitle track in our timeline and assign our text element to it.
Okay, I see.
Our timeline and assign.
So I have code for cutscenes. There is this dialog manager. I hope everything is in a separate folder. Okay. So we have UI, dialog manager. Well, thankfully, everything is in one place. I mean, not thankfully. It's my fucking job to do things well. For the moment, okay, so let's see what I need to keep and what not. Well, first I want to do new code. I don't want to delete the old code, just to be sure for the moment. And we do this class called subtitle track. The track asset. Track binding type of okay. Imports. Hello. Imports. I'm a bit confused. Just a second, I want to. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, it's opening it. Doesn't give me an error message, nor it auto completes. What do you mean? What do you mean? The import is broken. Yeah, I cannot, it's not finding why. Is it not? I think there is a problem somewhere. But I should have. The package manager, right? Wait, I need, huh? Oh no, it's installed, but I'm not sure why. JetBrains whether Unity dependencies are resolved. Let's see if I can find quick answer. But it's like complaining. So that's one at a time. It's complaining about the namespace for some reason. Okay, we start from there. Now it cannot find. Also, the dependencies, despite having the dependency on Unity and opening writer from Unity. Why is that? Question mark. AI to the rescue. That's the first time I have this problem with Unity. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I mean compiling errors. I know. Stale preferences external to. Okay. On call. Anyway, sorry, quick long call. It's already time to go, I'm afraid. Yeah, but it's not a big problem. Yeah, I will sort this out maybe while not streaming, because this might be boring for you. So we will meet each other next time. Okay. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.